Boker Tov, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to our morning stream, our final Shabbat morning stream for a few weeks. It's a little overcast today. It's not such a sunny day, but we are here together to pray, and that makes it beautiful. So we are on page 289 of Mishkan Tefillah this morning. If you are the sort that wears a tallis, now is a good time to don it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu v'hitateh b'tzitzit. May my life... Okay, Dad. I just got a message. There's our ark. Forgot to put it out. May my life be one link in a chain of goodness. As I say the prayers of my ancestors, help me to recall their devotion and faithfulness, their joy and suffering, which are in every word. Holiness is my heritage. May I be worthy of it. May our heritage live in me and pass from me to generations I shall never know, enriched by the truth that I have found and the good deeds I have done. So may I fulfill my task on earth and receive my blessing. And when the service ends and the prayers have ceased, help me to bring their spirit into the world in which I live. May I love God above all and my neighbor as myself and be a living witness to the truth that never changes. Page 290. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. Va'ani berov chasdecha avo b'tzerecha eshachaveh el michal kodshecha v'yiratecha ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. Adonai ahavti me'od beitecha ben Ephraim, Ebrachali, May Adonai Osi. Page 292. The soul that you have given me, O God, is pure. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. 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 On page 293 through 296, we read the blessings for daily miracles. I want to draw the distinction between the blessings for daily miracles and our prayer in the Amidah, that's for gratitude or for thanking God specifically. So for this, while I read the words on the page, I want you to think about the daily things that get you through life. So the beginning, especially of these blessings on the page, are about like getting out of bed, right? Like we distinguish the day from night. Who opens the eyes of the blind? You wake up and open your eyes in the morning. Who frees the captive as we disentangle ourselves from our bed sheets? Who lifts up the fallen? Who helps us stand up in the morning? Who strengthens our steps as we take those first steps and we're like, oh, I'm so old and creaky and my legs hurt. I did too many squats yesterday, whatever, for example. Who clothes the naked? You get dressed. Who gives strength to the weary? You have your morning coffee. So these types of things, what are the little pieces like that get you through your morning? So as I read these, I want you to share your blessings, or not just through the morning, but through the day. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan l'sechli bina lahavchin ben yom u'ben laila. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hokeach ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam zokef kifufim. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has given the mind the ability to distinguish day from night, who opens the eyes of the blind, who frees the captive, who lifts up the fallen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam roka haaretz al hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamechin mitzadei gader. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam mabish arimim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hanoten le'ayef koach. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who stretches the earth over the waters, who strengthens our steps, who clothes the naked, who gives strength to the weary, who gives us our daily medications. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hama'avir sheina me'enai udnuma me'af apai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani b'tzelem Elohim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani bat chorin. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani Yisrael. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who removes sleep from the eyes and slumber from the eyelids, who has made me in the image of God, who has made me free, who has made me a Jew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ozer Yisrael bigvura. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam oter Yisrael b'tifara. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who girds the Jewish people with strength and crowns the Jewish people with splendor. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Praise are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to engage with the words of Torah. And praised are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has given us the ability to sing and express ourselves in music so that our souls may fill with the joy of prayer, and let every musical note, every breath be a praise to God. Page 306. Hallelujah, 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 well, because hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, be glorified. Hallelujah, 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 take a shofar. Hallelujah, 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 because oh my God, hallelujah, 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 B'tzion Saleh Shama, hallelujah, hallelujah, B'tzion Saleh Shema, Kol HaNeshama Tehalel Kol HaNeshama Tehalel Kol HaNeshama Tehalel hallelujah, Kol HaNeshama Tehalel hallelujah. Everybody take in a deep breath. Let every breath be a praise to God. We've lost a few people in this warm-up, so let's do one more as we maybe gain our minion back with Ashrei on page 306. Ashrei Yoshvei Beitecha Od Yehalelucha Selah Ashrei Yoshvei Beitecha Od Yehalelucha Selah Ashrei 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 Yoshvei Beitecha Ashrei 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 Yoshvei Beitecha. Happy are those who dwell in your house. They will sing your praises forever. Happy are those who dwell in your house. They will sing your praises forever. Ashrei Yoshvei Beitecha. Od Yehalelucha Selah. Ashrei Yoshvei Beitecha. Od Yehalelucha Selah. Ashrei 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 Yoshvei Beitecha. Ashrei 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 Yoshvei Beitecha. Happy are those who dwell in your house. They will sing your praises forever. Happy are those who dwell in your house. They will sing your praises forever. All right, I will call you to worship then with an alternate Baruch as we honor the divine spark in each of us and set our intention to pray. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. Page 314. The world is sunlight, restoring the soul, rejoicing the heart, bringing light to the eyes, more welcomed than gold. A Torah from heaven. I have no light to give the morning. My Torah, my special human gift, as I bring is words. As I bring forth from silence, my words welcome them. You who redeem them, who redeems the sun from darkness. Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer HaMe'orot. O God, inspiration and guide for all, you have spoken in 1,000 tongues for us to hear, in every land and every age. Your children have heard you and imagined you in separate ways. And yet, O God, you are one, unifier of humanity. We give thanks for the sages and teachers who bring us understanding of your will, gratefully recall the lawgivers and prophets, the psalmists and sages of Israel, and joyfully we remember that from the dawn of Israel's life, we would turn to you and find purpose. May the teachings of our ancestors live on in our minds, and their passion for righteousness stir our hearts. Help us to live so that our daily conduct reveals the beauty and wisdom of your truth. Baruch atah Adonai, habocher be'amo Yisrael ba'ahava. On page 3:18, we have the Shema followed by the Ve'ahavta. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Adonai Shem And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be upon my heart, shall be upon my heart. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children. And thou shalt speak of them when thou sittest in thy house, when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up, and when thou risest up. Thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be for frontlets between thine eyes. And thou shalt write them on the doorposts of thy house, and upon thy gates, and upon thy gates, that ye may remember and do all of thy commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God. Sing the song of men and women, joined in understanding and respect, the song of miracles, the earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace. Mi chamocha banim Adonai, mi chamocha nezer b'kodesh, norat tehilot oseh telet, norat tefilot oseh telet, shira chadasha shivku geolim v'shivcha tzvat. I love that. Yachad kuram hodu v'himlechu Adonai, yilochel nafa'er, mi chamocha banim Adonai, mi chamocha nezer b'kodesh, norat tehilot oseh telet, norat tefilot oseh telet. Sor Yisrael, Kuma be'ezrat Yisrael, uvdechinu mecha, Yehuda v'Yisrael, go aleinu Adonai tzvaot shemo, Kadosh Yisrael, Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. On page 323, we come to the Amidah. We will sing the opening intention together and then take a few moments to continue silently. Adonai, sefatai tiftach ufi agita ilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Page 329. Yisbechu b'malchutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat dekoreh oneg Shabbat. Yisbechu b'malchutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat dekoreh oneg Shabbat. Mekashe shvi Shabbat. Yisbechu v'yitantu b'tzomecha Shabbat. Yisbechu b'malchutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat dekoreh oneg Shabbat. Yisbechu b'malchutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat dekoreh oneg Shabbat. V'hashvi'i ratzita bo v'tirashto Shabbat. V'mdad yamim oto karata Shabbat. Yisbechu b'malchutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat dekoreh oneg Shabbat. Yisbechu b'malchutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat dekoreh oneg Shabbat. Zecher למעשה שביעי Shabbat. Zecher למעשה שביעי Shabbat. Yisbechu b'malchutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat dekoreh oneg Shabbat. Yisbechu b'malchutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat dekoreh oneg Shabbat. On page 332. So now this is the bigger picture gratitude. So not the things that get you going every morning, the things without which you literally would not be able to live through your day, but the big picture things, the things that really brighten your day, that make your Shabbat joyful, that restore your soul. So as I read the words on pages 332 and 333, please share with me any of those things that you're feeling. And if you're not, I read a prayer this week by my friend Trisha Arlen, who is going to be teaching one of our later summer series on how to write our own prayers. And she had one about enough with gratitude on demand. The world is scary and there's lots to not be grateful for. And there's lots to be grateful for, but sometimes it's hard to come up with that on the spot. So if you're not feeling it, that's okay too. And maybe you can offer something that you would like to see that we can maybe be grateful for in a future time. For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations, Modim Anachnu Lach. For this fragile planet Earth, its times and tides, its sunsets and seasons, Modim Anachnu Lach. For being connected to thousands of years of Jews, Modim Anachnu Lach. For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements, Modim Anachnu Lach. For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression, Modim Anachnu Lach. For all who have labored and suffered for a fairer world so that others might live in dignity and freedom, Modim Anachnu Lach. For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to grow, to affirm and change and choose, Modim Anachnu Lach. For extended family that has stayed safe and healthy during the pandemic, Modim Anachnu Lach. We pray that we may live not by our fears but by our hopes, not by our words but by our deeds. Grateful for millennials and Zoomers who will fix our world. Baruch Ata Adonai, Hatov Shimcha Ulechana El Lehodot. And of course, we hope someday we will be able to say we are grateful for world peace. Page 334. Sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, tova uberacha. Yai da 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 yai da yai da yai da 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 yai da yai da yai da 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 yai da yai da da sim. Sim, sim, shalom, sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, tova uveracha. Baruch Ata Adonai HaMevarech et Amo Yisrael B'Shalom. We'll take another moment of silent prayer. Anything you didn't finish during our Amidah, if you were just reading the words of the Avot, Gevurot, and Kedusha, now is the time also to include your personal prayers or whatever feels unresolved. Yehiyu leratzon imrefi vehyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzori Adonai tzori Vegoali. May the words of our mouths The meditations of our hearts be acceptable to you, Adonai, our rock and redeemer. So we still don't have a minyan, so we really shouldn't take the Torah out. But we can still read some Torah and some Haftarah, because we did say the blessing for Torah study already. So the Torah portion this week comes from comes from Numbers chapter 16, and it is Parashat Korach. Vayikach Korach ben Yitzhar ben Kahat ben Levi v'Datan ve'Aviram b'nei Eliav Re'on ben Pelet b'nei Reuven. Now Korach, the son of Izhar, the son of Kahat, the son of Levi, and Datan, the son of Datan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, the son of Pelet, sons of Reuven. They took men. Vayikumu lifnei Moshe v'anashim mibnei Yisrael chamishim u'matayim v'nasi eda kri'ei moed anshe Shem. And they rose up before Moses with certain of the people of the land, people of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly regularly summoned to the congregation, men of renown. Vayikahalu al Moshe ve'al Aharon ve'amru alehem rav lachem ki Kol ha'eda kulam kiroshim uvtorim Adonai umadua titnasu al kahal Adonai. And they gathered themselves against Moses and against Aaron and said to them, "You take too much upon you. Seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Why then do you lift up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord?" Vayishma Moshe vayipol al panav. And when Moses heard this, he fell upon his face. Vayidaber el Korach ve'el kol adato lemor boker vayoda Adonai et asher lo ve'et hakadosh V'hikriv elav ve'et asher yivchar bo yakriv elav. And he spoke to Korach and all of his company, saying, "Tomorrow the Lord will show who is holy, who will cause him to come near, who he has chosen, and who he will cause to come near to him." It's a lot of hymns. Whatever. God. Zot asu kechul lechem machatot Korach v'chol adato. This do. Take you censers, Korach, and all this company. Utnu vahen esh v'shimu alehen Ketoret lifnei Adonai mechar v'haya ha'ish asher yivchar Adonai hu hakadosh rav lechem b'nei Levi. And put fire in it and put incense in them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Lord chooses, he shall be holy. You take too much upon you, sons of Levi. Vayomer Moshe el Korach Shim'una b'nei Levi. And Moses said to Korach, "Here I beg you, sons of Levi, Hama'at mikem ki hivdil Elohei Yisrael etchem me'adat Yisrael lehakriv etchem elav le'avod et avodat mishkan Adonai ve'la'amod Lifnei ha'edah v'shartam Does it seem but a small thing to you that the God of Israel has separated you from the congregation of Israel to bring you near to do the service of the tabernacle of the Lord and to stand before the congregation and minister? Vayakrev otcha ve'et kol achecha b'nei Levi itach uvikashtem gam kehuna. And he has brought you near to him, all your brothers, the sons of Levi, with you. Now do you also seek the priesthood? Lachen ata v'chol adatcha hanoadim al Adonai ve'aharon mahu ki talinu alav. For which cause both you and all your company are gathered together against the Lord, and what is Aaron that you murmur against him? Vayishlach Moshe likro v'datan v'la'aviram b'nei Eliav vayomru lo na'aleh. And Moses sent to call Datan and Aviram, the sons of Eliav, which said, we will not come up. V'hama'at ki ha'eliatanu me'eretz zavat chalav udevash lahamnitenu b'midbar ki tistarer aleinu gam tistarer. Is it a small thing? This is Datan and Aviram speaking. Is it a small thing that you have brought us out of a land that flows with milk and honey to kill us in the wilderness? Now you will also make yourself a priest over us? And that is this week's Parsha. Page 370 for Misha Berach, as we pause between Torah and Haftarah. As I read the words on the page on my list, please also share if there is anyone for whom you are praying for mind, body, or spirit. Mary Kennedy, Rosalind Cantu, Sharon Buell, Mike Haug, Lori Perry, Nick Joliot, Bernard Strassner, Fran Morona, Ariel Batsluva, Gail O'Neill, Rhoda Wessler, Marion Finkel, Skip Cathy and Jeffrey Brace, Rhonda Butler, Ricky Grant, Shoshana Bat Abraham, Minna Dornfeld, John Manners, Michael Kumakawa, Neil Savage, Joey Jones, Juliette Aregi, Sharon Kolb, Leslie White, Shirley Kronig, Sharon Foyer, Ann Cohen, and Anthony Carlton. And of course, we hold in our thoughts all those who are still suffering with the COVID virus and anyone who is in need of healing of mind, body, and spirit. The Misha Berach is on page 371. Misha Berach avotenu b'kor ha'bracha imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach imotenu b'kor ha'bracha ha'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Now for some Haftarah. The blessings are on page 372, and our Haftarah for Parshat Korach comes from 1 Samuel chapter 11, beginning with verse 14. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratza b'divreihem hanemarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'torah u'Moshe avdo u'Yisrael amo u'b'nvi'ei ha'emet b'tzedek. Vayomer Shemuel el ha'am lechu v'nelcha ha'Gilgal unchadash sham hamlucha. Then said Samuel to the people, "Come and let us go to Gilgal to renew the kingdom there." Vayelchu kol ha'am v'Gilgal vayamlichu Sham et Shaol lifnei Adonai b'Gilgal vayizbechu sham zivachim shlamim lifnei Adonai vayismach sham Shaol v'chol anshe Yisrael ad me'od. And all the people went to Gilgal, and there they made Saul king before the Lord in Gilgal. And there they sacrificed sacrifices of peace offerings before the Lord, and there Saul and all the men of Israel rejoiced greatly. Vayomer Shmuel el kol Yisrael, hine shemati bekolchem, lechol asher amartem li, va'amlich alechem melech. And Samuel said to all Israel, "Behold, I have listened to your voice and all that you have said to me, and I have made a king over you. Ve'ata hine hamelech mithalech lifnechem, va'ani zakanti v'asavti uvanai hinam itchem, ve'ani hitalachti lifnechem min urai ad hayom hazeh." And now, behold, the king walks before you. I am old and gray-headed, and behold, my sons are with you, and I have walked before you from my childhood to this day. V'hineni anu vi neged Adonai v'neged Mishicho et shor mi lakachti v'chamor mi lakachti et mi ashakti et mi ratzoti u'miyad mi lakachti chofer va'alim enai bo ve'ashiv lachem. Behold, here I am, testify against me before the Lord and before his anointed. Whose ox have I taken? Whose ass have I taken? Whom have I defrauded? Whom have I oppressed? And from whose hand have I received any bribe to blind my eyes with? I will restore it to you. Vayomru lo ashaktanu velo ratzotanu velo kakta miad ish me'uma. And they said, "You have not defrauded us nor oppressed us, neither have you taken anything from any man's hand." Vayomer alehem ed Adonai bachem ve'ed mishicho hayom hazeh Hilo mitzatem biyad me'uma vayomer ed. And he said to them, "The Lord is witness against you. His anointed is witness this day that you have not found anything in my hand." And they answered, "God is witness." Vayomer Shmuel al ha'am Adonai asher asa et Moshe ve'et Aharon ve'asher el he'elela et avivotechem me'eretz Mitzrayim. And Samuel said to the people, it is the Lord that advanced Moses and Aaron and who brought your fathers out of the land of Egypt. Ve'ata hit'atzvu ve'ishpata itchem lifnei Adonai et kol tzidkot Adonai asher atza itchem ve'et avotechem. And therefore stand still, that I may plead with you before the Lord concerning all the righteous acts of the Lord that which he did for you and your fathers. Ka'asher ba Yaakov Mitzrayim, vayiza'aku avotechem el Adonai, vayishlach Adonai el Moshe et Aharon, vayotziu et avotechem miMitzrayim, vayashivum b'makom hazeh. Jacob came to Egypt, and your fathers cried out to the Lord, and the Lord sent Moses and Aaron, who brought forth your fathers out of Egypt, and made them live in this place. Vayishkechu et Adonai Elohehem, vayimkor otam biyad Sisra, shar tzava chatzor biyad Plishtim ubiyad melech Moav vayalachamu bam. And when they forgot the Lord their God, he sold them over to Sisera, captain of the army of Hazor, to the hand of the Philistines and to the hand of the king of Moab, and they fought against them. Vayizaku el Adonai vayomru chatatnu ki azavnu et Adonai v'na'avud et ba'alim ve'et ha'ashtorot va'ata hatzilenu miad oivenu v'na'avdecha. And they cried out to the Lord and said, we have sinned because we have forsaken the Lord and have served Baalim and Ashtarot. But now save us from the hand of our enemies, and we will save you. So we will serve you. Vayishlach Adonai et Yerubbaal ve'et Badan ve'et Yiftach et Shemuel ve'yatzel etchem mi'ad oivechem misaviv v'tishvu Betach. And the Lord sent Jerubbaal and Bedan and Jephthah and Samuel and delivered you from the hands of your enemies on every side, and you lived safe. Vatir'u ki nachash melech b'nei Ammon be'amalechem v'tomru li lo ki melech Yamloch aleinu v'Adonai Elohechem malkechem. And when you saw that snake, the king of the Ammonites, came against you, you said to me, no, but a king shall reign over us, when the Lord your God was king. Vayikra Shmuel el Adonai, vayitein Adonai, kolot umatar beyom hahu, vayira kol ha'am me'od, et Adonai ve'et Shmuel. So Samuel called to the Lord, and the Lord sent thunder and rain that day, and all the people greatly feared the Lord and Samuel. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, sor kol haolamim, tzaddik b'chol hadorot, ha'el hane'eman ha'omer ve'oseh, hamdaber u'mkayem, shekol devarav emet v'tzedek, al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al hanbi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh, Shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha v'limnucha v'chavod u'tifaret. Al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach u'mvarchim otach yitbarach shimcha b'fi kolcha etam le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen. Just got really hot in my apartment all of a sudden. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So as we learned last night, this morning's Torah portion, as I have just read for you all, is Parashat Korach. But in the middle of the Parsha, a little just after where I read from this morning, we see God punishing all the people of Israel with a plague, even after the earth has already swallowed up Korach and his ilk. The people are outraged about earth swallowing up so many people, so the next day they continue to accuse Moses and Aaron of arrogance and unchecked power. And God is getting really sick of having to explain to everyone that Moses is God's special guy and everyone else needs to lay off. So a plague arrives to wipe out the rest of the nation. Though Moses is also sick of being verbally attacked, he certainly does not want God to kill everyone. Thinking fast, he tells Aaron to put some of the altar fire, the Eish Tamid, into a fire pan and to bring it out into the community to make expiation for them. The Torah then says, Aaron stood between the dead and the living until the plague was checked. Many more died that day, but Aaron arguably saved hundreds of thousands from unnecessarily succumbing to the plague. On Monday, just this past week, I was on a Zoom call with fellow clergy to discuss what each of our shuls are doing for High Holy Days and how we might need to adapt some of the liturgy. Unatana Tokef came up as a prayer that may be particularly hard this year for many people. This is the prayer that tells us, on Rosh Hashanah it is written, on Yom Kippur it is sealed, who shall live and who shall die, who by fire, who by water, etc. But repentance and charity/justice, tzedakah, and prayer temper the severe decree. This prayer implies a theology of direct judgment and punishment for human actions, and that things like illness, natural disasters, or being eaten by a wild beast are brought on by human behavior and divine will, something that most modern Jews do not believe. How will we hear these prayers this year, these words, this year during a pandemic, after many months of climbing death tolls? Who will stand between the living and the dead for us and shield us from this plague? In a sermon about this prayer written for Rosh Hashanah 5775, so that'll be 6 years this Rosh Hashanah, Rabbi Tola Spitzer writes, often in Jewish tradition, love and truth are seen as conflicting qualities, one demanding justice and the other lenience and compassion. Much of the High Holy Day liturgy reflects this dichotomy, but a running theme is also that God holds both these qualities in the balance. If we are to hold ourselves up to the task of honoring the divine spark in all humanity, we must also find ways of doing both. As Cornel West once famously said, justice is what love looks like in public. Each of us can be the shield standing between the living and the dead. Wearing masks, keeping our distance, washing our hands frequently, and continuing our online worship until this plague is checked is an act of love and justice. Love and compassion for those who may be susceptible to getting deathly ill from this virus. Justice in terms of keeping the wider community safe. Honoring the lessons learned from those who died unnecessarily from this disease, and recognizing truth in science. I know it is getting tiring to stay in quarantine, and the reopening of public spaces is enticing. But please remember that this pandemic is not actually over. Enjoy some time in the beautiful sunshine and perhaps do share a meal with some loved ones, but keep your distance. Wear your mask unless you are actively eating. And continue to restrict your general time around others outside your household. May we all be safe and shielded from this plague, and may we make choices that seal us in the book of life every day. Amen and Shabbat Shalom. We turn now toward our concluding prayers. The Aleinu is on page 586. עלינו לשבח אדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כבאי הרצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ היום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. We turn our thoughts now to those who are no longer with us in body, but remain with us in spirit. As I read the names on my list, please feel free to share in the chat anyone for whom you are saying a mourner's Kaddish this week. Oh, I was slipped over. Okay. This week marks a yahrzeit for Albert Noren, Barbara Levy, Helen Cohen, and Frida Brandorf, and it is the first yahrzeit this week for Sophie Levy, Donna Thatcher, and Abraham Finkel. And we are still within a year of mourning for Deborah Freelander, Harold Herman, Nancy Hollowitz, Roland Laramie, Mindy Ferenz, Moishe Deutsch, Douglas Miguel Rodriguez, Bob Katz, Roger Haug, Paula Cooper, Ernie Weissman, Doris Oleski, Sandra Lenag, David Avery, Art Rich, Jason Brown, Louis Petrozello, Gary Lyons, Dorothy Wolf, John DiNicola, Howard Berman, Jack Carton, Dorothy Goldstein, and Arizona Breeding. The Mourners Kaddish is on page 598. Mourners and those who wish to join them may rise. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמא דברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, ואלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום הרבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. 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 ואמרו אמן. Now is a good time to go grab your juice or mimosa maybe, and your challah or morning croissant, whatever you're making motzi and kiddush over this morning while I share a few brief announcements. Tonight at 7 p.m., all are invited to our virtual potluck on Zoom. So take some time, bring your meal to the Zoom room, take some time to schmooze, At around 7:45, then we will honor the sisterhood and watch their board installation, and then have Havdalah together in the Zoom room at 8. So Havdalah is not streaming on Facebook or Instagram tonight, so if you want to join us, make sure you have the Zoom information. That's tonight. Tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. is the annual membership meeting. There is no adult ed tomorrow. There will be adult ed again the following week and through the rest of July as we wrap up our reform values lessons. Starting Tuesday, this coming Tuesday is our summer series. So this Tuesday at 1 o'clock, Sandra Gilman will be presenting on aesthetic surgery, the Jews, and the invention of beauty. Next Thursday, we will hear from Rabbi Katie Allen on climate change and Judaism, and so on. So every Tuesday at 1 o'clock, we have a different presenter, a different topic, and it is sure to be a great time. And we are asking for donations. There's no charge. One registration link gets you into the whole series, but please share widely the link, the registration link to join our Zoom calls, and also please share widely our donation link on our website so that we can continue bringing you this great programming. Thursday, we'll continue Torah study at noon, and next Friday we continue with our Shabbat services. However, for July, we will no longer be doing morning services, so just Friday night Shabbat and Saturday night Havdalah through July. So please stay tuned. Some of those might also be on Zoom as we get some lay leaders. But we'll announce those as they come. So at least this is what you need to know for the coming week. All right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen. L'chaim. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. B'tei avon. All right, and so our closing song tonight, this morning, we're back on Can You Hear That Song Like Last Night. May I be saved, may I be free, may I find space to just be. Can you hear our song? Can you hear our song? May I find my way back home. Can you hear our song? Can you hear our song? May I find my way back home. And just as we did last night, maybe this time you have a different person in mind, someone who has been good to you, someone who makes you feel safe, someone who brightens your day, makes every day feel like Shabbat. This blessing is for them. May you be saved. May you be free. May you find space to just be. Can you hear our song? Can you hear us song? May you find your way back home. Can you hear us song? Can you hear us song? May you find your way back home. And now, I'm sure for this one you can find a second person who really rubs you the wrong way. We've got a few of them in our lives, don't lie. So someone that you have to remind yourself to see the divine spark in them, to take deep breaths and be as polite as possible with them. This blessing is for them as well. May you be saved. May you be free. May you find space to just be. Can you hear our song? Can you hear our song? May you find your way back home. Can you hear our song? Can you hear our song? May you find your way back home. And lastly, for all of us, may we be saved. May we be free. May we find space to just be. Can you hear our song? Can you hear our song? May we find our way back home. Can you hear our song? Can you hear our song? May we find our way back home. Can you hear our song? May it be so that we have a joyful, restful Shabbat, and I will see you all tonight at 7 for our virtual potluck and Havdalah. Shabbat Shalom.